News. This is Nahida here with our headlines. Prime Minister urges Indian investors to invest in Bangladesh's infrastructure, manufacturing, energy and transport sectors. 94% work of metro rail completed. Uttara to Agra portion will be open for use in December, says Obaidul Qadir. Speaker of the 76th session, UNGA praises Bangladesh's leadership in promoting the notion of culture of peace. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urged Indian investors to invest largely in Bangladesh's infrastructure, manufacturing, energy and transport sectors. At the same time, she also called her country the most liberal nation for investment regime in the region, with a wide array of facilities, attractive incentive policies and consistent reforms. The Prime Minister made the remarks while addressing a high-level business event jointly organized by the Federation of Bangladesh Chambers of Commerce and Industry (FBCCI) and the Confederation of Indian Industry (CII) at the ballroom of her palace in the residence in New Delhi. Hasina informed them that 100 special economic zone and 28 high-tech parks are being set up across the country, aimed at encouraging investment and rapid economic development through increase and diversification of industry, employment, production and export.
I urge the business houses present here today to invest there. And not only that, I can promise you, if you want more land, we are ready to provide you with that. So that more business or development you can do and you can invest in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is uniquely located to enable Indian investors to export their products to not only the northeastern states of India but also to Nepal, Bhutan.
Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir said that 94% work of the metro rail project had been completed. The metro rail from Uttara to Agra will be open for use in December, while the remaining portion up to Motijil will be inaugurated before December in next year. The minister made the comments while addressing a dialogue organized by Bangladesh Secretariat Reporters Forum BSRF in the capital secretariat today. He also informed that the inauguration of Bangabandhu Tunnel under Kornofuli River would be done in two segments and open in public in October and November this year. Since the tunnel has two tubes, the first tube will be inaugurated in this October and the other in November. Meanwhile, he also said that India gave everything Bangladesh sought during Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to the country to face the current crisis. Speaker of the 76th session UN General Assembly lauded Bangladesh's leadership in promoting the notion of culture of peace for over 2 decades. They also recognized the renewed importance of culture of peace in the context of the current global challenges accentuated by the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing conflicts. Meanwhile, President of the 76th session, Abdullah Shahid, convened the General Assembly's annual high-level forum on Bangladesh's flagship solution on the culture of peace. The forum gathered a large number of members of state, representatives of the United Nations and other intergovernmental entities and the civil society. Chief Election Commission CEC Qazi Habibul Awal said that the voting in the next Jatiya সংসদ election would be done through ballot if the political parties come to an agreement. He made the comment while speaking to reporters at the EC Secretariat in the capital's Agra area. Habibul Awal added that if the government does not allocate budget for electronic voting machines (EVMs) due to financial crisis, then there will be no voting through EVMs. Earlier on August 23rd, the Commission decided to use EVMs in 150 seats. Dhaka North City Corporation DNCC Mayor Sheikh Fazle Noor Taposh claimed that the spread of dengue mosquito is now under control with the cooperation of the city corporation citizen. He made the comment after laying foundation of a shopping complex at Bangabandhu Avenue in Dhaka this morning. Aiming to the citizen, the mayor said that the number of dengue patients are less than the previous year. He also said that the cooperation from the capital citizens are required to eliminate the mosquitoes. So Taposh called on all so that they inform city corporation if they see any place where mosquitoes are born. He also said the ward councillor need to be more conscious regarding this issue. Director General of Water Development Board Fazlur Rashid said that they would start to implement the mega plan on River Tista once the government decided to do so. He made the comment while visiting the development works on different river banks in Kurigram this afternoon. The Director General also said that it is not possible to stop the erosion of River Tista only with the funds of emergency work. At the same time, he also informed that the government is seriously considering the river erosion issue. The government raised prices of liquefied petroleum gas LPG cylinders provided by the private operators by Dhaka 16 per kilogram for the month of September. Bangladesh Energy Regulatory Commission BERC announced a fresh price on Wednesday morning. BERC acting chairman Muhammad Abu Farooq made the new tariff effective from this afternoon. A 12-kilogram cylinder will now cost Dhaka 1,235, up from Dhaka 1,219 in August. However, the price of government-owned 12-kilogram LPG cylinders remain unchanged at Dhaka 591. BRC announced the retail LPG tariff based on Saudi Aramco's contract price of propane and butane, the raw materials for LPG. Viewers, we are taking a short break, so stay with us. Welcome back, and you're watching SATV News. Now, news from abroad. Liz Truss rewarded her key allies with top jobs in a major reshuffle hours after succeeding Boris Johnson as Prime Minister. Wasi Warteng is made Councillor, James Cleverly becomes Foreign Secretary, and Sule Braverman replaces Priti Patel as Home Secretary. Theresa May is appointed as Health Secretary and Deputy Prime Minister. None of those who backed her defeated rival Rishi Sunak will remain in her full cabinet. For the first time, none of the top 4 great office of state is held by a white man. Meanwhile, the new Prime Minister made her first call to a fellow foreign leader, pledging the UK's ongoing support to Ukraine in a call with the President Volodymyr Zelensky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed calls by the UN Nuclear Agency for a safety protection zone at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The UN said that the shelling of Europe's largest nuclear power station must end immediately. It said that the shelling could cause unlimited release of radioactive materials. The International Atomic Agency of Energy IAEA said that the presence of Russian military equipment on site could undermine its security. Shelling continued while a 14-strong IAEA team visited the site last week, and its head, Rafael Grossi, warned at the time of a very real risk of nuclear disaster. Although most of the team left the plant after 2 days, it said 2 of the officials would remain there on a permanent basis. 7 people died in South Korea after they were trapped in an underground car park during flood caused by Typhoon Hinnamnor. They had gone down to move their cars but got caught by the incoming torrents. Crews said that they rescued 2 people who reportedly survived by the clinging to ceiling pipes for more than 12 hours. Typhoon Hinnamnor, the strongest cyclonic storm this year so far, hit South Korea earlier this week. Rescuers had to wade through meters of brown waters to enter the almost completely submerged basement on Tuesday night. President Yoon Suk-yeol said that the Pohang, the city where the tragedy occurred, suffered the worst damage across the country. The Biden administration said that the U.S. tech companies which receive federal funding would be barred from building advanced technology facilities in China for 10 years. The guidelines were unveiled as a part of a $50 billion plan aimed at building up local semiconductor industry. It comes as business groups have pushed for more government support in an effort to reduce reliance on China. U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo said since the United States are going to be implementing the guardrails to ensure those who receive CHIPS fund cannot compromise national security and they are not allowed to use this money to invest in China. The U.S. and China are locked in a long-running dispute over trade and technology. Now sports. A rejuvenated Sri Lankan firmly pushed the Indian cricket team towards the exit door with a 6-wicket victory in their Asia Cup Super 4 match in Dubai on Tuesday night. This is India's second successive defeat in the Super 4 stage and it puts the Rohit Sharma-led side in serious danger of losing out on a semi-final berth. Captain Rohit Sharma's violent 72-run knock went in vain as the Dasun Shanaka-led side chased down the 174-run target to seal their second successive win in the Super 4 stage. Sri Lanka exposed the Indian team inadequacy, mostly poor mindset and atrocities, shot selection, something that was exploited to the hilt by Pakistan just 2 days back.
But in the end, a terrific partnership.
Before ending, we go through the headlines again. Prime Minister urges Indian investors to invest in Bangladesh's infrastructure, manufacturing, energy and transport sectors. 94% work of Metro Rail completed. Uttara to Agra portion will be open for use in December, said Obadul Qadir. Speakers of the 76th session of UNGA praises Bangladesh's leadership in promoting the notion of culture of peace. You're up to date with the top stories so far here on SATV. And to know the latest in SATV news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with us.